Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 31 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode we've got a really good episode ahead. We've got our first game against Leicester City, then we're going to be introducing a new feature to this series which I'll explain in a second, followed by two more games, Man City and then Man United after that. So it's three massive matches in today's episode, so I won't go on for too long. We will crack on with the episode straight away. Before we do though, this new feature that I was on about was suggested I think in one of my Dortmund episodes, to be honest, a couple of episodes back, and it's going to be a Player of the Month. So I'm going to be introducing that. Hopefully at the end of every single month I'll be giving out some sort of award which you will see on screen, and yeah, we will be basically giving a Player of the Month award to a player that has performed the best out of the whole squad. So we were doing that after the Leicester City game. I'll be announcing who's going to be the Player of the Month for this month, and then what we'll do in future months is probably have some sort of vote, or you just let me know in the comments below, and I'll decide from that or whatever. So that's the way we're going to do it. Also, before we get into things, if we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on today's episode, and I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It will be absolutely fantastic. The aim is still 6,000 subs by the end of the year. If we can do that, then I would be really grateful. So if you haven't subscribed already, then please go ahead and do that. And this is the side I'm going to be playing with for the game against Leicester City. Bailey, Peacock, Farrell starting in goal, Barani at right back, Janaya and Janssen as my centre backs, Taylor at left back, with Delph and Bridcut in midfield, Coyle as my right mid, Barrow as my left winger, or left mid, and Phillips in behind Armstrong. So it's a little bit of a different team. The reason for that is because a lot of players are very tired from that West Ham match that we had in the last episode. We've also got some injuries as well, like Berahino, also got Aarons as well. DeCara misses out of the squad completely here. And yeah, that's the bench I've gone with. So we've decided to do that. Hopefully it works out in this game against Leicester City. We have been dropping a lot of points recently in the league, but we still do remain top, which is very good. So let's crack on with it. Hopefully we can cope with their pace and their team in general, but yeah, we'll wait and find out now. Here we go. This will be a very tough match, I'd imagine here. They've got a lot of the same team that won the league in real life last season. So yeah, it's going to be very tough. We've got Musa and Vardy playing up front, a lot of pace. We've really got to be able to handle that. Hopefully we can play in this formation as well. It should give us a nice little bit of balance in the side. But yeah, we do need to get ourselves some more goals if we can. That's brilliant. Oh, Coyle went too wide. He didn't take the touch. Shame about the Coyle shot though. Should have taken a touch before. Barrow to deliver this one. No one can get on the end of it. Need to try and keep the attack alive if we can, but it's going to be defended. Always found the pass through. Leicester City's defence have been pulled apart here. Armstrong still going. Oh, he smashed it over the bar. Leicester City's defence haven't looked very good so far. They have been leaving a lot of gaps for us to run through and play a pass through. I don't know whether it's a makeshift defence or what, but Schlupp seems very central there as well. Hernandez at the back. Maybe they're missing a few players. Not really too sure what's going on, but their attack certainly looks very good, putting us under a lot of pressure. Half-time, 0-0. Very strange first half. It's gone fairly quickly actually as well, because there's not really been that many chances. I think we might have to change something at half-time. It has been pretty poor. There's been something missing. So yeah, we might have to change the formation and maybe even some of the players as well. Okay, so what we are going to do is take off Coyle and bring on Saka. We're also going to go to a 4-1-4-1 formation. I just felt like Calvin Phillips wasn't really getting involved, so there's no point in having him there if he's not going to do anything. So he's going to come back and help in midfield a little bit. Hopefully we can then hit them on a break and use Saka as pace. Coyle did okay, but he just, I don't know, he seemed to lack a little bit of quality, creativeness as well. And just didn't seem like he was really going to ever contribute to us scoring. So we're going to bring on Saka. Hopefully he can do a better job for us in the second half. Marty wasn't having any of that from Berardi. Cuts inside. Shot and saved. Okay, next change. Antonson's going to come on. We are going to take off Calvin Phillips. Armstrong's going to kind of play at centre attacking mid. The next change might be okay, it might be right, it might be Chris Wood, it depends really what we need. But there's 30 minutes to go now, and I need Antonson to give me something, because yeah, it's been pretty poor, pretty dreadful matches this one. Slimani going through, what a block from Charlie Taylor, need to clear that. To be honest, at this point I'd probably take a draw. It's not been great from us, we've been having no threats whatsoever going forward. It might be Armstrong that comes off in a second, we might have to bring on Chris Wood for a bit of height, because we're really struggling against Robert Huth. Saying that, Armstrong's through. Armstrong scores it, 1-0, just as I was talking about subbing him off. He gets the goal. What a finish. That's the first time in ages we've opened them up. I think probably since the first half, when we had one or two decent chances. We've done nothing this half. Don't really deserve the goal. We got very lucky there, but we've taken the chance, and we've scored it. Now we need to cling on. Now we need to think about what we're going to have to do with this team. Maybe I will still take off Armstrong, despite the goal. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at the bench now, I think. Yeah, so what we are going to do is take off Armstrong. We're going to bring on O'Kane. He's going to play a bit deeper now, and hopefully that works out okay. It just seems to make more sense to bring on another midfielder rather than Chris Wood. But yeah, we're going to just have Antonsen playing up front by himself. Hopefully he's got enough strength and height and stuff like that to deal with the centre-backs. I would have thought they'll probably push Robert Huth up anyway now, so maybe it won't be as much of a problem for us. Oh, on to Antonsen. He's surely got more pace than Robert Huth. Does he have a finish? Oh, he does. It's 2-0. Oh, my days. Very, very lucky, that one. Wasn't expecting that one to fly in from Antonsen. We've not needed him much this season, if at all, really, this season. But when he's come off the bench, he has certainly delivered. That is 2-0. Fantastic stuff from him. Managed to hit them on the break. They're obviously looking a little bit fragile, so we're pushing more players further forward to try and get an equaliser. But he's put a massive, amazing strike there from just inside the box. Wasn't expecting that one to go in, but it has done. And we're 2-0 up. We've won the match, and there's 3 minutes to go. That's it. We have won the game 2-0. Fantastic result. 3 points in the bag. Desperately needed those 3 points. Even though we didn't play very well, we really needed them because obviously got Man City and Man United coming up. 2 very, very tough matches, which we're going to struggle to get any points from. So that's very good that we've got 3 points there because we certainly needed them in the long run. We'll wait and see how that puts us in the league. We should obviously be top unless we've been outscored or something by Arsenal. We've got suspension over there for Arvidsson, but we do have a player suspended. That's Bridcut. Too many yellow cards. That's a shame. We did get a booking with about 5 minutes to go with him. Arsenal haven't played yet. Spurs have, though, they're 3 points behind us and in second place for now. We will do some player drills. I'm just thinking, who should I swap out? I think we might actually just go with these again. To be honest, we might make some changes next week. But now I have to do Player of the Month, which was something that was, like I said before, suggested by someone on the Dortmund career mode. But I'm going to try it out on the Leeds career mode first of all and see what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the Player of the Month idea. We're going to go on to the squad report now, and I'm going to go to the player and basically just tell you why he's the Player of the Month for October. And it is going to be Dekara is my October Player of the Month. Here he is. He might have only got 1 goal this season in 6 matches, that's fine, but he is playing a different position. He got 1 goal and I think it was 1 goal, 2 assists, or 1 goal, 1 assist in the EFL Cup. And that was in 1 match this month. He did really well. He's also been putting in some good performances when he's not scored, winning back the ball loads. So he is my October Player of the Month. And yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comments below. He's got an average rating as well from the EFL of 8.2, which is pretty decent. He's grown once as well this season so far, and he has just been very, very good in the games that we've played this month. We've only actually had 4 matches this month, and there's not been a huge amount of competition. There's been very few good performances. He's probably been the only one that's performed well, so it was quite an easy one this month. But obviously that will be subject to change come next month. Obviously you've got these 2 matches to play this episode, so that could help decide who is going to be the Player of the Month. Obviously contribute to that. But yeah, we'll wait and see how we do against Man City first of all, then Man United, which we should have enough time for in this episode. Seems like Arsenal only got a draw in their last match, so that means they're now 4th position. So Everton are now 2nd, 1 point behind us, with Chelsea also on 20 points as well. So that is good news for us. Got a little bit of a distance now between us and 2nd place, just the 1 point. But it was certainly more than before. We were level on points with Arsenal before. Let's crack on with this game against Man City. It's going to be a different formation. It's going to be a 5 at the back, and I'll quickly change around the team now and show you what I'm going to do. It seems like Man City will be playing a 4-3-3 from what the news items are saying. So hopefully this formation will be able to counteract that. Okay, this is the side we're going to play with for the game against Man City. Bailey Pickett-Farrell starting in goal. The 5 at the back are Eiling, Denayer, Janssen, Arvidsson and Taylor. And in front of that we've got Delph and Cook in midfield. Barrow on the right hand side, Armstrong up front with Roof on the left. So plenty of pace going forward. Hopefully hit them on the counter-attack a little bit. This is the bench I've gone with. The car is on there, our Player of the Month from last month. Hopefully he can do well when we need him off the bench. The likelihood is he probably will be on coming off the bench at some point. Sacco's on there, Wood, Vieira, Smith, and various other players. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that bench. There's still some big names missing out though. Snodgrass again, didn't really feel that was the right game for him, with us playing more sort of counter-attack. He doesn't quite have the pace for that, so he misses out. But let's find out how he gets against Man City. Not too sure where they are in the league, so don't really know what sort of form they're in. They're not in the top 6 though. Where are they? 13th. Wow, 3 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. 12 points. We've got 9 more points than them so far this season. So even though they're still very, very good side, they're not in the greatest of form at the moment. I'm not too sure that'll really change too much. It's going to be a very difficult game, this one. Here we go. This is a big match for us at home. Sami Nasri's playing. There's also, I think, Leroy Sané starting as well. Probably a few sort of different players maybe that we wouldn't have expected. In fact, it's Niame starting. I thought you said it was going to be Leroy Sané on the right-hand side. So slightly different to the predicted lineup, but it is still, I think, a 4-3-3. Niame, I don't know why he's starting this game. Very strange when he's only like 64 overall to begin with, I think. So unless he's grown loads, then he might be a bit of a weak link in the side. Man City have gone with a really, really weak team. I've just been looking at some of the other players. They've got the weakest goalkeeper in net. They've got the weakest striker. They've really got some very weak players playing this match. So not much quality in the team. Don't know why they always seem to do that against... I know it's obviously against weaker opposition, supposedly. But yeah, I'm not really too sure why they have to make so many changes. There's a couple of weeks until the next match in the league. Armstrong looking to stretch the defence. He's got past one. Now past Clichy, but gets brought down. Lewis Cook still with the ball, couldn't do anything. Luckily, though, the refs pulled it back for the free kick. It's a difficult one there for Lewis Cook to do anything from. Try and get this one up and over if we can. Yeah, let's move on. Cook looking for Barrow. Great chance. Needs it on his left foot, though. Always wide. Such a good chance. Really, really close. He's had 2 now where he's cut inside. He looks very good. Just sadly, that one's round the post. Man City keep playing out from the back, but I'm not really too sure why. It's not like they've got any good players playing in defence. It is a very, very weak team. If they actually played this side in real life, they'd probably be fined for it. Because the team is that weak. But yeah, we might have to do some changes, I think, at half-time, because I didn't realise it was going to be that bad, the team. So 5 at the back's probably not necessary, really, for this game. Half-time, 0-0. Yeah, we are going to make some changes. Not really very impressed with the Man City side. And like I said before, I don't think we need to have 5 at the back, because the team is so weak. So I'm basically just going to have another look at the side that I've got out at the moment and probably change it round. Okay, so we're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 now, change of formation, go into a 4 at the back. Arvidsson's going to play as my left back, Taylor's going to play as a left mid, hopefully get some crosses in, obviously with him being left footed. We're going to go with Roof in behind Armstrong. So no actual changes for now, but we'll certainly look to the bench at some point. I think Dakar will be quite helpful in this game, winning back the ball from their defenders, so we'll give that a go at some point, but for now I'll just leave it with that change. Ball on to Barrow. Trying to open them up again here, Man City. Barrow look for the pass this time round. Roof onto his left foot. 1-0. Fully deserved. We've looked like the only team that actually want to win here. 1-0. Roof with the goal. Obviously moved him into a more central position now. And he smashed it in the back of the net on his left foot. Really good strike, actually. Wasn't quite expecting that. In the top corner. And we're winning the game 1-0. Just 5 minutes into the second half now. Great one from Barrow. Again causing them problems at the back. And yeah, I'm not really surprised that we've scored, to be honest. The defence is really, really weak. It's the most weak part of the team at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne has entered the pitch now. He's certainly given them a bit more quality going forward. We might look to the bench, probably bring on Dakar. He'd be quite nice to have on the pitch. And that means we might take off Taylor, possibly. Not really seen him evolve too much recently. Yeah, probably will be Taylor. Yeah, so Dakar will come on the left-hand side. We might bring on Vieira, actually take off Lewis Cook. Freshen things up a little bit. And we'll make the third change at some point. We're under no pressure to play players or rest certain players because the next game against Man United is in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, final change now. Roof off. Smith will come on. He's going to play as a holding midfielder just in front of that defence. We've also stuck the car up front as well because Armstrong's going to now start to come back, help us a little bit, and play out wide. So we're going to give that a go. But yeah, Dakar starting up front now. And maybe can hold the ball a little bit more, potentially even hit them on the break and get ourselves a second goal though. That's it, we've won the game 1-0. Fantastic result against Man City. Obviously we were never expected to win, but when I saw the team that they played, I really knew we had a good chance. We've won the match, and quite rightly as well. We've come out and played a really dreadful team. So we fully deserved to win. Probably could have won by a goal more, possibly. As you can see, we've had 8 shots, 4 on target. Man City have had 3, 2 on target. Yeah, this is the side that they have out, though. Obviously, you can see the players that they've taken off. Some of their worst players that they were playing. Garcia, Nimane, Unal, I think is how you pronounce it. But yeah, they were playing a 3-4-3 at times during that game. But yeah, it was a very weak team. They had to bring on Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, and I think Iheanacho. So, really, really struggling. Gal Clichy there playing as a right winger during that game. That's how much they were desperate for some sort of pace or an attacking threat going forward. Okay, on to the player drills. Again, the exact same 5 players. I know I said I was going to change them around this week, but they actually seem to be quite a bit of growth, potentially. We've got Dakar going up there on his vision. Said his short passing might have gone up as well, but Arvidsson goes up on a few attributes as well. So yeah, we could change him next week. It just depends how much growth they're supposed to get. We'll wait and see on that one. But now a chance actually to probably do some more player drills because the Man United game is a couple of weeks away. But yeah, we will get to it in this episode, don't worry. Brought in McNeil this week, and he's gone up to 69 overall after his attacking position went up. Dakara trying to get his short passing up. I think it did actually go up as well this week, which is great. Anderson's a little bit closer to 72 overall, but not quite there yet. And yeah, this is the international break that we're currently in, so that's why I had to change that one round, bring in McNeil. We'll wait and see how we get on. Hopefully no injuries over the international break, and hopefully we can put out a full-strength team for the Man United match. Okay, this is the team I'm going to be playing with for the game against Man United. Bailey got foul starting in goal. Baradi at right back, Jason Denayer and Lascelles as my centre-backs. No Janssen, he's come back from international duty. He's on the bench, but thought I'd just rest him to make sure he's fully rested for our next game. Taylor at left back, then Delph and Bridcut again in midfield. Barrow on the left-hand side, Snodgrass on the right, with Vieira just in behind Armstrong. That's the bench. Aarons comes back from injury now, so he's on there. Cook's on there as well. Dakara, Roof and Wood. 3 strikers on there. Obviously, Roof and Dakara have been playing in various different positions as well. It was tempted to put Beckford on there, maybe recreate the goal they scored against Man United all those years ago, but I decided against it because I realised that I've got to win this match. It'd be nice to have 3 wins in a row. We've not had that probably ever, to be honest, on this series. We do seem to drop points all the time. But we are at Old Trafford. Let's wait and see how we get on. I don't know what sort of side they'll have out. It might be a changed team like City did against us, but I still think even if it is going to be a good team that they put out, we can probably do something here. Even if it is just a point, we do need a good result. Come on, we've got to beat them. Big rivalry, obviously, here, and we are miles in front of them in the league as well, which is great to see. But yeah, we need to get ourselves the 3 points to try and make sure that that continues. We're currently top of the league. Man United, I think, will still be in 6th, something along those lines anyway. But they've got a good team. Lukaku's starting. Rooney as well, so very good team. Hopefully that means we've got a bit of a game on our hands here. Armstrong stretching the defence already, actually. Smalling trying to keep hold of him. Got Vieira turning in. Snodgrass to shoot, and again couldn't quite get the follow-up one. Armstrong, oh, it's fallen for him nicely. He's through. Armstrong scores 1-0. There was no doubt when he got in that position. Very lucky, I think, there again, though. Smalling just getting a toe to it and couldn't quite stop the ball completely. I think it was Smalling anyway. Yeah, it was quite clumsy defending. Armstrong beats him to the ball. Shaw can't get there. 1-0. Fantastic start to this game so far. The Loneys scored, and that puts us 1-0 up 20 minutes in. Oh, Lukaku hits the post. Rooney gets the follow-up. It's 1-1. That's actually very, very harsh on us. They've not had any shots yet, and for them to score like that, tough one to take. Rooney gets the rebound. 1-1. Very, very lucky. I know obviously ours was a lucky goal, but I think they've not really had any shots, so I think it was a bit harsh on us, the way that we've conceded there. Rooney's won it back well. Lukaku's lurking in the box. Oh, it's poor defending. What a save. Going to have to sort, I think, that defence out at half-time. I think I'll probably bring Janssen on. We've struggled a little bit up against Lukaku and some of the other attackers. Really just not much strength or height between those two at the back. Great ball to Snodgrass. He's going to cut in on his left foot. Oh, it's 2-1. What a goal. That's fantastic from Snodgrass. Right in front of the Man United fans who can't believe it. Just before half-time. 2 minutes before half-time, in fact. And it's 2-1. Snodgrass with a brilliant goal. That's what him and Barrow are really good at doing on that right-hand side. Just cutting in and faking, obviously, to shoot on the right foot and going on the left. Brilliant strike. 2-1, and we're in the lead again. Half-time, still winning the game 2-1. I might look to the bench at half-time. Like I said before, Janssen would certainly be a good option for us off the bench. I do think Lascelles and Denayer just aren't a good partnership at all. So I think we will bring on Janssen, take off Lascelles, who I don't really like the look of at the moment in game, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But he just seems weak, not particularly tall. And obviously Denayer is 6 foot, which is smaller than Lascelles, but I just feel he's a little bit stronger and can cope with Lukaku a bit better. Oh, Vieira's through. What a pass that was. Is he onside, though? He is. And he scored it. 3-1. What a finish that is. Vieira with the goal. Brilliant bit of build-up play. We kind of just opened them up there again. A little bit surprising the way this Man United defence are defending. And that is, I think, off the post and in. It is. Ronaldo Vieira with a goal. Brilliant stuff for the youngster to score there against Man United. And we're winning the game 3-1 now. They've not been great in this match, Man United. Look for Armstrong, he's taking it in his stride, left foot, what a save. Snodgrass, I was trying to tell him to shoot a bit earlier than that. Obviously he didn't get to the ball as quickly as I thought, so it's 5 miles wide. Okay, final 2 changes now. Chris Wood and Aarons to come on. Vieira and Barrow will come off. Armstrong's going to go on the left-hand side. I was going to take Snodgrass off because he's not looked fantastic for us. I know he's obviously scored that good goal. It's starting to slow down a little bit now, but I've kept him on because I wanted to bring on Wood and Aarons and take off Vieira, basically. So we'll do that. There's about 15-20 minutes to go. Hopefully those 2 players can make an impact as well in this match. We've got a corner to defend here. It's going to be tough. We've got some big players, so hopefully get it cleared. Not particularly easily, but eventually out the box. No, it's not. Off the bar. What a strike that is. Janssen away. Now we can get it cleared. Is that it? Yes, it is. That's it. We've won the match 3-1. The final whistle has been blown. We've beaten Man United at Old Trafford 3-1. Quite convincingly in the end. They did have some great chances. We saw the one that hit the bar, obviously. They have put us under some good pressure as well. We've defended it really well, especially when Janssen came on. We did look very good. So that's another 3 points, 3 wins in a row. I can't remember the last time we did that. In fact, I'm pretty sure we haven't done that so far in this series. Usually we do get a draw here and there. But yeah, we've managed to finally get 9 points from a possible 9 in one episode. Fantastic stuff, which obviously puts us at the top of the league still. Arsenal now 2 points behind. A couple of other teams have dropped off a little bit. Arsenal clearly picked up the form slightly, but we're now 2 points in front of them. Still only lost 1 game this season, got 8 wins as well, so looking very good so far. Obviously, to try and continue that as much as possible in the next episode, we've got a little bit of time off actually now, but we've got Palace and then Burnley in the Cup quarter-finals of that one as well, and possibly Watford at home to play if we have enough time. But that's everything for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, we are trying to hit 6,000 subs, so if you could go ahead and hit the subscribe button, that would be really appreciated. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.